What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond, and I'm back with my own review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's get into it. First off, I'm ready for this season to be over. Like, when do we get into the reunion? And this episode wasn't much at all. Like, it had like three different scenarios. Okay, the first scenario we got Stormy doing her commercial. Tiffany is being her model, happy about that. And Melody comes over to give her support, right? So then Melody also talks about how she was happy that Stormy did a peace party. The peace party was a good idea, and that Destiny invited her out to support her at her video shoot. She came. Tiffany and Storm were like, "Oh wow, really? Yeah. So how was it? It was nice. You know what I'm saying? We laughed, we shaded. It was a nice time. You know what I'm saying? It was a step for us moving forward. Now Tiffany and Storm are all about, okay, so is this another step for moving into a friendship? Like, is that what that is? You know what I'm saying? You guys are doing good, right? You guys are moving forward. Melanie said, no, we're cordial, but you guys are moving forward. No, we're being cordial. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, she's tired of hearing from everybody that her and Destiny needs to move forward and mend their friendship and get back to the way they were, but that's not where Melody is at right now. Like she said, we need to normalize. People don't have to be friends. People don't always have to save a friendship if they don't want it to be saved. And people change in a friendship. So for Stormy and Tiffany to still want to say, oh, well, I believe it. You guys are going to get back good. Y'all get right back to y'all was. Nah, nah. It's been too many things that have happened on both parts, on Destiny and Melody's part, to not want to move forward in a friendship. And like she said, people need to just accept where they at, okay? And if I decided to distance myself from a friendship based off of how that person is behaving, I have the right to say, you know what, I'm cool, I'm done. I love you. I will always root for your success. But as a friendship, nah, we straight, okay? So trying to get off that subject, she talks about getting prepared for the family vacation trip. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And just want to give her kids a sense of normalcy, you know what I'm saying? Them being able to travel, hang out, have good times, good memories, okay? So with the family vacation coming up, she extended an invitation to Martell and also his mom. Again, shock factor from Stormy and Tiffany. Stormy instantly started speaking like she's a male spokesperson. That is for the kids. She puts the kids first. They're her priority, blah, blah, blah. And Storm's like, okay, bump that. I know it's all about the kids though, but how did you, in the space that you're in, think that it was okay for you to invite Martell out for a family vacation? Are you guys really good? Like, really? Like, no, for real, go. How did you get to this place to invite him? That's where Stormy was stuck on. And Melody was like, I know, it's been some things. Martell has been petty, but it's been a couple of years now. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some growth in him, and I just want to test it. I just want to give it a chance to see if we can move forward in co-parenting. And I'm taking the leap of being the bigger person and inviting him, you know. Um, but also it's that question. Do you think that while you guys are coming together on this family vacation, could the kids be wondering, are mommy and daddy getting back together? She said no, they don't, and I'm gonna have a conversation with them just to give that extra understanding that mommy and daddy are not getting back together. We're just coming together in maturity of being your parents. That's what it is. We're on the same page of raising you. We're on the same page that makes you guys have that family dynamic, but we're not getting back together, okay? But she also got to be careful with Martell. You give him an inch and he takes a mile, okay? So it's already enough that she invited him on a family vacation. He's already excited, knowing how his mind is, and like she's hoping that with the invite to the family vacation, he's not about to think that we're in a place where he can text me on a normal basis, trying to flirt with me. Like, no, don't call me any time of day or night. No, we're not in that place. I'm only inviting you to be the bigger person to give our kids that sense of normalcy. There's nothing else that's going to be said or mentioned of why I invited you on this trip. But knowing that Martell was super excited of getting invited to the family vacation, he couldn't stop talking about it. Anyway, moving on. Destiny. Destiny is collaborating with her cousin on a beauty line or something. I don't know what it is. I mean, her cousin has a lip line or makeup line that she's done for quite some time. And just wanted to show her some new colors that she got. And I was stuck on the collaboration. Destiny, what do you do? No, I mean, like, you got the beauty supply store, but what else? What else? A collaboration of what? And again, are we trying to add on another person in the show? Because Demi, she got her own thing going on, okay? So they're going to have a party to showcase their collaboration. Will everybody come? She said yes, they'll come. And Demi knows the girls. She's known Mel and Martell for a very long time. She went to school with Martell. Who has not gone to school with Martell? Huntsville must be extremely small if everybody who's anybody went to school with Martell once upon a time. She did Melody's makeup for her wedding. She's done Tiffany's makeup. She's done Kimmy. And she met Letitia through a mutual friend. Okay, are we adding her onto the show? Like, I'm finding out more about other people that's not the cast. More about Demi, Kiki, Mark. Like, what is it? Is this a sign that you guys might need to shake some things up for the show? If we're interested in other people who is not the cast. So we're talking about the peace party and that Demi, who was her cousin, felt that people misinterpreted how they move, how they roll. They think that they're mean, they're uptight, they're rude, and agreeing with Melody that it's okay to normalize that. People don't have to be friends. We just have to be respectful to one another. And it's okay if the friendship don't always gotta be fixed, you know? And when stuff don't work out, you can cut it off. So Destiny was agreeing with that, but then she also talked about Melody popping up at her photo shoot, but she makes it as if Melody decided to just show up to support, as if Destiny didn't invite her to support her. Like, Destiny, don't play it off as if Melody was in the area and she decided to stop by, I guess, to support. When you hit her up to say, hey, I'm doing a video shoot for my single, why don't you come through? That's what you did. Destiny, keep it a bug. Don't make it. I'm not. So looking back, they can be amicable, okay? Now, Demi is listening to Destiny, but I know that you are upset that you aren't moving forward in the friendship like you wanted to. So then, saying how she forgive and never forget, and that she recognized how Melody was moving in opposition and blah blah blah. I'm like, wait a minute, Destiny, you're not about to say that you are that the way that Melody was moving is the reason why your friendship has ceased. You played a part in your friendship distancing, causing a strain. Don't make it seem as if Melody was the one who was acting funny towards you and just wrote you off without an explanation based off of what you did. Like, don't do that. I wrote, I said, Destiny always looks for a way to blame Mel as to why their friendship is where it's at. No, Destiny, it's not just Mel. You have to take accountability into how you moved around in this friendship as well. So stop doing that. So she can't move forward in the friendship. It's gonna be hard for her to just accept where they're at because she did love Melody. She always gonna love Melody, but she really wanted to still keep that friendship to just be respectful towards one another. And her cousin was like, all right, I get you. You on this, moving forward vibe. But what if she was to call you and says, I want to squash everything. I want to fix our friendship. What would you say? You would say no? I don't believe you, Destiny, but okay. Respect and move on. No, Destiny. If Melody decided to call you and say, I was wrong, I did this because of this, I felt the way that you did this, you would have been like, yeah, I really do think that, Destiny, you would not own up to anything that you did that caused Millie to look at you funny. Look how you moving sideways in the friendship. You only want to hear what you want to hear when it comes to somebody else. and do something to make you feel a certain way. But you would never take accountability how you can come off on other people, how you make others feel. Like people have to walk on eggshells around you because you're so quick to write them off, cut them off. Like, fine, Destiny. Melody. Melody is packing up for the vacation. The kids always have a good time when they're vacationing. And she's downstairs talking to her mother. Love Melody's denim look, by the way. And the mom was just packing up some snacks to go on the drive up. And then she's excited for the vacation. And Melody mentioned inviting Martell and his mom. And Miss Vanessa's face just dropped. Now, she hasn't seen Miss Marlene since the divorce. Now, of course, in the beginning of the season, Melody and Marlene did have a conversation about why did Marlene say that Melody was lazy. She was out of line. She shouldn't have said that. And they moved on from there. And Vanessa was happy that Marlene and Mel were able to get over that. But Vanessa has to have a conversation with her. And until that conversation needs to be had, we not gonna be able to talk, and I won't have fun unless I talk to her. And I'm not mad at that because I would feel a way if my daughter was told that she was lazy in a marriage that she really wanted to stay in. She took part in building. Like you got me fucked up if you think call my daughter lazy when she's had 4 of his kids. So Miss Vanessa is very well in her right to have a conversation with Miss Marlene about what did she say about my daughter, and that it is amazing that they've made such progress. Martell packing as well with Miss Marlene. He's nervous. He doesn't know why he's nervous. He doesn't know what to expect, and just trying to be in a better place, you know, and just reflecting on old times. Going back to the old pictures when they did take their trips together. Um, Back to Melody having a conversation with her children about their grandmother and their father is coming. Um, it was a whole lot of back and forth of Mel and Miss Vanessa, Marlene and Martell. Martell is not about to give any, air or any energy to what Maurice and Marceau was talking about. That when you guys are about to have a vacation together, do you think the kids will think that you guys are getting back together? He doesn't believe that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't believe that this trip will spark that type of idea. His kids are small. All he can do is hope. That's all he can do. But he knows that his kids know that Mel and Martell are not getting back together. But the fact that he says all you can do is hope for the best, no, don't hope for the best, Martell. I think Miss Vanessa talked about, are you gonna have any type of serious conversations with him while he's here? Melody said no. I don't want to have any type of serious conversation that could lead in an argument. I just want to be at peace. I want things to be positive. Of all the hard work that we've done to get to this point, I do not want it to tear away. So all I can do is just, have a good time. The kids have a good time. And again, like I said, Martell is being hopeful because he doesn't know what the future can hold. I said, no, Martell, we know what the future can hold. You're not getting back together with Mel. That's the future. Kimmy. Kimmy just got done with her first round of chemo. She has 16 treatments ahead of her in a 20-week span, and then surgery and a celebration, automatically counting down to celebrate being cancer free. And the journey has been a lot. They also did a recent test to make sure that the cancer hasn't spread throughout the rest of her body, and it hasn't, thank the Lord. And a genetic test to make sure that it isn't hereditary, and it isn't, thank the Lord for that. So, experiencing little nuggets of sunshine in this rainstorm. While it was good news that it hasn't spread around her body, chemo is responding well to this cancer. That's good because the doctor was being honest by telling her there's nothing too positive about being a triple negative. And Maurice is remaining hopeful. He's giving her support. And she's remaining optimistic. You know what I'm saying? She's a nurse. And the fact that everything came at them so hard and so fast, like it's been 2 weeks since finding the lump, going to the doctor, getting the mammogram, getting the biopsy, learning what it is, and now doing chemo. I know that those 2 weeks was hell. Those 2 weeks was exhausting. Those 2 weeks were emotional. I know that that was hell, but it is also a blessing that things were getting done in those 2 weeks and that we're looking forward into Kimmy making a really good recovery. And Kimmy is worried about Maurice. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that Kimmy's also happy with knowing the results. That way they can move forward. Melody's driving up to Florida. It takes her about 5 hours to drive, but with 4 children asking a lot of questions, it'll take about 6. And talking about the house, it's on the beach. They can walk on the beach. And what are their favorite memories? I think Milani. I think Milani or Mariah. Her name Malia. It was one of the M's. She said that her favorite memories was seeing Daddy in his flower shorts. Muddy was like, okay, did not want that image in my brain. Her son's memory is them eating together, and Melody's memories are them making sandcastles. So, towards the end, just going back and forth of making certain that the kids have positive memories because the kids did see a lot of arguing between them when it came down to the end of the divorce. So she don't want them to only have that experience, want them to have good, positive, happy memories. Kimmy. Kimmy is back home. Her family is there. Her parents came down. Now, she wanted her parents to come down because they're getting older and she wanted to take care of them. But now they're coming down to take care of her, which is a blessing as well. And Jalen has been very supportive. He's been caring a lot. When they first told him he was visibly broken, of course he would be, as his mom. Talking about, what's ahead of them when it comes to the chemo treatments, how long it's going to be, and Jalen wants to know how do they go about visitation. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to see her. Now, chemo does take a lot out of you. Kimmy was worried about Maurice and how tired he's gonna be. And if he doesn't want to come, you guys are welcome to come and watch and stay with me. It's very selfless of Kimmy to worry about Maurice wanting to, figure out work, but also come and see her. She don't want him to be overtired, overwhelmed to come and see her. But you're his wife. He would probably cut his days off in half to come and see you, you know? And, you know, he's so worried about the situation because he wants to fix it. That's what's making him, kind of frantic because he can't fix it. He's worried. But it's something that he can't fix. The only man that can fix this is the Heavenly Father. And she is feeling confident over all this. As far as talking to her family and her close friends, yes, but as far as talking to the cast about this, she hasn't told them yet because she was holding back on getting the results of the PET scan and the biopsy to let them know what's going on so it could be easier to talk about it. And she is so happy and is not taking it for granted of receiving all the love and support from her family. And it's so appreciative. And I'm so happy for Kimmy. I got emotional when I watched her, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna beat this Kimmy. You are. Melody. They arrive at the house. The house is beautiful. Okay, has a lot of rooms, a game room, a bunk bed, this and that. Martell and Marlene. Oh, they pull up. She says, "Hey, Martell, what's going on?" Martell brought her favorite snack, the butter caramel popcorn in a box, the butter toffee, like Butter Homes or something. I think her favorite was butter toffee, but they had caramel. And it was a gesture, a nice touch that he wanted to come with the energy of giving her something that she likes, her favorite snack. That's a great start, okay? So, of course, the purpose of the trip is to the kids enjoy seeing their mommy and daddy in a good place, a good environment, this and that. So, setting the plan up for the remainder of the days. No cooking, since they did do a lot of traveling. Pizza and wings. She's hiring a chef to come the next day. I have a lot of good stuff planned, right? So this is the first family vacation that they've had since being divorced. And she's hopeful that things can go really good or they can go really left. So she ordered some food, right? Some pizza and wings, and the wings was wrong. She ordered lemon pepper and hot wings. They gave her plain wings. She ordered pepperoni and sausage pizza, but they ended up giving her a plain pepperoni and a separate sausage pizza. And she's like, I don't play about my food. I'm very meticulous about how I order my food. You know what I'm saying? And I believe the chicken was raw, not cooked, not good. And, she was trying to be courteous to Martell. You know what I'm saying? You like sausage and pepperoni pizza? That's what I want to get you. They didn't give that to me. You like lemon pepper and hot wings. They didn't give that to me. They gave me plain wings. So I got a problem with that. And I'm with Mel. Mel is me and she. Mel is me and I am she. Like I'm very meticulous about what I say and what I want on my food because I do not want to get in my car or call them and say you missed my order. Like I swear to God, like communication needs to go on both ends. And Martell was laughing it off like he don't remember how meticulous she is about how she wants her food prepared. And he is, enjoying the chemistry between them. But you're the only one that's enjoying it. And then her daughter Malia, she noticed that they're both wearing white, which is kind of like, ooh, mom and daddy wearing white. Girl, no. Who is it? Okay. I don't know what's in his closet, and he does not know what's in mine, okay? Kids can pick up things like that. So, wanting to keep up with the communication, she wanted to talk about the sleeping arrangement. And while coming up the stairs, he instantly made a joke about how we're not sleeping in the same room. Melody said, I wasn't going to suggest that. I said too soon, Martell, too soon. It is too soon for you to be cracking jokes about sleeping in the same room. That is not going to happen, never. Like Melody said, it is a dream of his that he wishes he could be in the same room with me, but it's not a dream of mine. Let's not start out by making people uncomfortable. Let's not do that, okay? So giving him, the areas of where the kids are going to sleep, where she's going to sleep, and I believe that his mom and him are going to have the whole floor upstairs. And he said, I want you with the kids. You are with the kids. They're just on another level below you. So don't create an argument with me that you want to sleep on the same floor with the kids. Don't do that. Don't come up in here demanding for things when you do not pay for anything. You didn't pay for the house. You didn't pay for the chef. Enjoy this free trip that I invited you on, okay? Don't make nothing out of something. Don't make something out of nothing. Don't do it. But it's just like she said, if you give him an inch, he takes a mile, okay? Just be happy that you're here. Thank you. So, now they're enjoying the trip so far. Everybody has good energy. She said all she wants positive energy. Martell wants the same thing. But like she said, there are times where you don't notice when things are going to go left. That things are not good, okay? But this is a good start. Now Martell has been in her room for too long now. She's saying, kick him out, kick him out, kick him out. Like, you can go. Shut the door behind you. Bye-bye. And he's all about, he was making jokes, trying to, stay in her room. Like, oh my God, I don't want your great white room. I don't want this room. And she's kicking him out like, don't do that. Because she already knows who this man is. Okay? Him being funny, being goofy, to have her push him out in that way. She said, I'm not falling for it. He's already trying to give me flirty messages, flirty signals. No, ma'am. Sleep in the same bed? No, ma'am. That's not going to happen. Never. Now, I know Martell is definitely loving being in this environment with Mel, laughing, goofy, bringing up old times, the chemistry. I know he's happy. Mel was probably like, yeah, that's a small part. Miss this too, a very small part that misses this, but it's still not enough for her to say, I want to try again. It is not enough for her to move forward after finding out he had an affair that led to a baby. He's called her all types of names on Instagram. So, yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? Nice moment, but it's just what it was, a moment, okay? So now, it's a topic of everybody's mind. So, it's nice to see you and Mel in a good place, having a good time. It's about the kids. It's about the kids, you know what I'm saying? Give them what the guys are used to, you know, like having a good time with family. That's all it needs to be, and it's not saying that they're not getting back together because they're not, okay? Because he loves his kids and he doesn't want to give his kids heartbreak. More heartbreak than you did when you had an affair. That was heartbreak. Okay. And he keeps on saying that he's hopeful, because his kids are small, they are young, and they do understand the meaning of divorce. They do understand that mom and dad are not getting back together, but again, who knows what the future holds, saying run to their place. And that is whole, it's nice to have hope. Kids want to have hope because we don't know what the future holds. Again, Martell, the future holds that you will not be back with Melody. Keep on being with Sheree, popping up at events. Go ahead and do that, okay? Live your best life without Melody. I know it's hard, but it's what you're going to have to do, okay? Like she's doing right now. Um, and that was the end of the episode. The next episode is going to be a mess because Martell has definitely gotten too comfortable with inviting Marceau and Tisha to the house while they on vacation. What in the right mind do you think inviting them over to the house at this particular time? You guys are just now getting to a good place. It is already boundaries crossed at that point. Crossing boundaries from you inviting them to the house. I cannot wait for that. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for the next video and I will see you guys later. Bye.